Hello everyone, KingslayerKoshy, welcome back to more Plants vs. Zombies. This part, we fought off the zombies by eating them whole. And forgive me if you hear a crap ton of noise on the other side of the room. It's football season and everyone feels like screaming out of their goddamn mind. And everyone calls me the crazy one. No, I'm lying. That part's already been classified as true among me and the other guys. MJ, Coda, and I have pretty much all classified ourselves. We say we're crazy, but we have already accepted our craziness. Now, for those of you who are wondering, the new plant we got, garlic. This is actually a very useful plant to have for a very specific reason, because it has this very strategic use where pretty much what you do is you make 2 rows at the top and the bottom dedicated to sunflowers, and at the end of the row you have garlic. And then what you do is you concentrate all of your firepower in the middle 3 rows. Kind of like what I'm doing right now. Now it's very difficult right now, but as you'll see later, this strategy actually works out super well. Because the thing with the garlic is, one bite causes the zombies to move to a different row. So as a result, what you can do is you can put sunflowers in your mid rows, your end row, your top and bottom rows, and then afterwards you can place all your cabbage pults and your kernel pults at the mid, in the middle 3 rows. The only thing that really makes this a pain in the ass is the as you can see, there is the one zombie that rides in the freaking basketball thing, vehicle, where pretty much he just launches basketballs at your plants. That's the only real pain in the ass, which is the reason why I brought the jalapeno. But besides that, this is pretty much a strategy that I recommend you use. Actually, I don't think you really need. Actually, I don't really think. If you want to use it, you can use it. This is actually a very effective strategy. I'm just doing it to show off what the garlic does. But this is how you would make it the most effective use of it. And I guess the positive way of doing it this way is you actually can rack up more sun this way, which is useful, especially when we get to the later, the last pult that we haven't gotten yet. Anyways, but yeah, football season started. People are probably wondering, why aren't you watching? I'll say it. I said it once and I'll say it again. I hate sports. They're boring. I can't watch them. Well, actually no. I don't completely hate sports. I do like some sports. There are some sports that I like. But it's the ones that most people usually, at least most Americans, hate. Like soccer. I'm trying to get myself to watch hockey, actually, if only because I want to see what it's like to see people beat the living crap out of, beat the living piss out of each other. I don't know. UFC's always been in it. UFC, what is it? Basketball and baseball. I used to watch basketball a lot. Maybe not so much of the main series, but I do love watching the slam dunk contests. Those are always a fun time for me to watch. I always like watching those. I haven't watched one in a while, but that's probably because, you know, school priorities. But football's like the one sport I just truly hate. I don't know how people get into it. I can't get myself to watch it. It's not even entertaining. It's so fucking boring. And every single time I watch it, it puts me to fucking sleep. There's nothing interesting going on. It's just some asshole running across a field away from people. There's nothing interesting going on. It's not like there's some form to it. Just grab a ball and run. If I want to watch someone run, I'd watch the Olympics and do someone do the track. Hell, I'd rather watch someone do friggin' Olympic wrestling. Yes, I said... Sorry, I meant wrestling. Yeah, I said it. I'm not just saying that because I was once a wrestler on the wrestling team. Although for those of you who are wondering, I do actually like the WWE. I haven't watched it in a while though. Although I did had the rare opportunity to do watch one episode, and I kind of remember. And it was at that moment when I realized, I kind of do remember how much fun. It's kind of nice to remember how much fun it is to watch on WWE. It's pretty crazy, but it's as ridiculous as it is in some cases, it's still pretty goddamn entertaining to me. Because I guess it's one of those sports. It's sports where it's like it's just two people. When it's just two people in a sport, I usually like it a lot because it's this special little thing where it's a special little thing I have where I like sports where it's just one-on-one sort of deal more so than two-on-two, because you have this sort of mentality of there's nowhere to hide, but there's no one to get in the way. That's how I feel about them, and that's kind of the reason why I was a heavy wrestler. Like back when I was in high school, the first time I did it was mostly because I had no idea and I just needed something to do. And I just continued on with it because honestly, I just liked it, if only because I didn't have to worry about dealing with anyone else. I just had to deal with the one person in front of me that was in my way and just beat him up. And in this part, we should be reaching the zombie that terrifies me the most. Also, screwy. Also, to hell with you, Bungee Zombie. I want you to burn to the ground. Thankfully, though, as soon as I get the opportunity to, I'm dealing with. So, what will kill him first? The duo poke combo, or me getting the jalapeno to burn to the ground? And Pult's gonna kill him. I wanted to burn him to the ground, but Pult's probably gonna kill him before I get the chance. There we go. And now we get a pretty situational plant, but it's still a very useful plant that I do like to use. And it's the umbrella plant. Shaped like a palm tree, and what it does is repels off bungee zombies and the basketballs that the assholes throw off. So I pretty much take the same ones as before. I believe the only thing that changed is actually, what did change? What did I use last time, actually? I used sunflowers on the rows, with the pots, and whatever it was. It probably wasn't important. I probably didn't use it anyway. I probably just had it for the sake of having it.
We're coming.
But yeah, umbrella plants are useful because you can actually get rid of the damn bungee zombies from doing anything to your plants or dropping off zombies. And it also repels the basketballs that the basketball zombies throw at you. So I still took the jalapenos just for the sake. It helps kill them faster, especially if they're in the whatchamacallit, top and bottom rows. But yeah. Same strategy as before. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah, this is a very challenging game to do commentary over, but I guess it helps, if only because I guess it will probably give me more experience as a commentator, despite most of my family will probably look at me and say I'm crazy. And again, family will probably accept me just so long as I'm actually doing my end of the bargain. Ugh. Family. Jesus. I had my one friend Eugene give me all these crazy stories. I got to play Dark Souls for the first time ever. I got my ass wrecked. I wasn't angry though, I was kind of expecting that though, because Dark Souls can be played in multiple ways. You can do challenge, it's because with the way that game is, it's so flexible, you can pretty much do whatever you want. Which kind of works to its benefit. In a way. It's a pretty good. It's a good game. I do recommend, if you are curious, give it a shot. It's a good game, and I do highly recommend it. If you're a fan of like beat 'em ups and you just want something a little bit more challenging and something a little bit more unique. There was that. I was playing Dragon's Crown for I think like a third or fourth time with my buddies, but I really do want to try and see if we can finish that damn game, because we never finished that game. We only played it. We'd play it, but we never finish it. We only ever do like these one-off sessions, which is something that annoys the crap out of me, because it's like, here, we're gonna do this one-off session of this game. I love it though, but it's such a fun game, and it's actually gonna get PS4 remaster too, which I actually might go out of my way to buy it, because the game itself is actually very fun. And I end up playing the Sorceress. I remember the first time I played the game, I never liked playing the Sorceress because hormones and whatnot, but kind of just grew into playing her because she's actually pretty good, and I've kind of was forced onto the role many times whenever we were playing the sessions. Mostly because everyone covered another role anyway, so just kind of like, so I'm just stuck playing, what is it? Sorceress. But it is a good time though. I would like to at least finish the game at least once, because it reminds me of Scott Pilgrim and River City Ransom, if you ever played those games, mixed with the original Dungeons and Dragons arcade game. Was it? For those of you who know about the Dungeons and Dragons arcade game, have any idea what the hell I'm talking about? Probably don't. Probably talking crazy talk. Then again, I'm always crazy, so what else is new? So yeah, you're probably wondering, why aren't you putting up the last, why are those 2 pots empty? Those are dedicated specifically to the jalapenos. I don't bother putting up catapults there because the garlic will be there to pretty much force the zombies into the other lane. But if there's a catapult there, I'll just put up a jalapeno and burn it to the ground. If it comes up anywhere else, I can just have the catapults finish it off. In the meantime, it was probably the pumpkin that I got rid of. I mean, early on it could be useful, but now, with the setup that I have, I don't think it's nearly that bad. And because of this asshole, screw your ladder. That's all I'm gonna say. And here we go with the basketball zombies. So here's what happens. Oh, well, I guess we'll never see. We won't see what happens because. I guess we won't see what happens because freaking catapults are too strong. Anyways, yeah, just watching them fly away. This is pretty much, I think, pretty much it's just downhill from here. See nothing but. Kill if their ladders on him because he's an asshole. If I'm correct though. Fortunately, garlic's pretty easy to replace. So that's why I'm not too worried about that. Oh my god. My throat. So yeah, that's pretty much how it's been happening in video game land. Hopefully we get to finish that, and hopefully I get a chance to actually see Neo in action. That was something my one friend also wanted to show off. I brought in my Dreamcast to see if we can actually burn some CDs, burn some Dreamcast games onto some CDs, so I can actually have some, so we can have some games to play for the Dreamcast when we do some retro weeks or something like that. Also, you guys probably weren't paying, maybe some of you guys were paying attention, but for those of you who weren't, there was the basketball zombie was able to shoot off a basketball, but the one towards the back row, but the umbrella zombie actually stood up and pretty much bounced off the basketball. I think it will actually happen here because there, see, basketball comes, umbrella zombie bounces it off. I don't think it takes damage either, so it's pretty much infinite at this point. And now, now fire's gonna concentrate, and eventually he's gonna die. And now I'm just waiting for a jalapeno to show up. There we go. Yeah, jalapeno's a pretty decent charge rate, unfortunately. So kind of annoying to work with, but whatever. And unfortunately, running into this 6 rows of. And unfortunately being victim to the 6th row of catapults will pretty much get him killed. And if I'm correct, I think we get the last pult that we haven't seen yet. And now this asshole's, and now I'm pretty much boned because now I gotta deal with freaking fucking ladder zombies. Jesus Christ, I hate these things. And now, unfortunately, I think you can also just get rid of them. I think you can also just get rid of the, tall nuts just to get rid of the, ladders. I believe you can also, I believe that's legal. But even then, I mean, with the way that the kernel ports are working, thanks to the butter, although it can work against you because it changes priority. Also, all I have to say is this: fuck your ladder. Also, look, Punchy Zombie. Fuck you. I should replace that nut, but apparently cause I'm pretty sure the ladder disappears if you get rid of the tall nut. So what does the verdict say? Yeah, it does get rid of the ladder, okay. So, with the final wave in tow. Fuck your ladder. And yeah, we're pretty much done. Probably wish I had a cherry bomb or a doomstone to make this go faster, but whatever. And I realized my plant kind of... And there's me realizing that my bottom row is probably kind of getting boned. I just pray to God I actually... Yeah. Actually, it's not nearly as bad as I thought it was. Just wait for the... I think I just wait for the... Yeah, there we go. Plant pot. And there we go! Right, and burn to the ground, we get the marigold, which I'll talk about next time.